Hit it, Ben.
Mr. Carisi.
One question, Your Honor. Miss Scott, what color is my tie?
I don't know. I can't see it.
Are you sure? I'm standing right here.
Zoe accused her best friend, Scott, of disguising himself as a man and sexually assaulting her. In each encounter, Scott had asked Zoe to turn off the lights and to wear a blindfold. As a result, Zoe never suspected that the real perpetrator was her most trusted friend. However, Scott's lawyer challenged her account. She argued that the two had been friends for over a decade and often spent nights together. Even in the dark, Zoe should have been able to recognize Scott. What was even more shocking was that Scott claimed he and Zoe had had a sexual relationship back in college. It was clear he was trying to suggest that it had been consensual, because Zoe had never mentioned this in her testimony. The jury began to doubt her account. To turn the situation around, prosecutor Carissa came up with a plan. She requested the court to turn off the lights and brought someone in front of Scott to see if he could identify the person in the dark. Scott mistakenly thought the person was Zoe. He was completely wrong. It was actually her husband, Richard. Scott's infidelity had made Richard extremely angry. Carissa pointed out that if Scott couldn't even recognize his husband of more than a decade in complete darkness, then it was entirely reasonable that Zoe couldn't identify Scott in total darkness either. In the end, the jury reached a verdict. Scott was found guilty of sexual assault. Although Zoe could never forgive Scott's betrayal, out of sympathy for her old friend facing criminal punishment, she requested that Scott be granted a suspended sentence.